Hello and welcome to another update video about Metis. Had a lot of requests for this coin, for this chart, because it is one of the more interesting charts. It is one of the charts where we identified a suitable 1-2 setup here. It basically goes along with what Ethereum is doing, with what Quant is doing, with what Matic is doing. Are they, some others which are promising charts? Bear in mind, not all charts at the moment in the crypto world are promising. A lot of them are pure garbage, I would say, nearly, that are just not moving. A lot of crypto charts have literally just frozen. But there are charts and coins that really make a good impression, and Metis is one of them. Now, we always need to be careful because we do not yet have a confirmed bottom in place here for Metis in Wave 2. So the view is here also that we created an impulse to the upside. I can't remember when I started to cover Metis here on this channel, but at some point I told you the high is in, we're going to come down in a Wave 2, which, as it seems we are doing. The point is, have we bottomed here at $22 or not? I'm observing this very closely. I'm sitting on my hands. I would have bought in had we done that last low, which I still would like to see actually. But I give this alternative count a chance that we have the low already in. The question is, how do I now deal with it? What do I do with it? How do I react to it? Because I haven't bought in yet. Okay, so we talk about that as well in this video. But yet, generally, I would like to see this additional low because it just looks much better. At the moment, I'm counting this move down as an ending diagonal in a wave C. Therefore, you're allowed to have an overlap between waves 2 and between waves 1 and 4. Yeah, so this wave 4 high currently is pushing into the wave 1 low, which is not necessarily a problem because it's in a wave C and the price action is choppy anyway, so we count it as a diagonal pattern. The point though is, and by the way, I would need to move the wave 1 here. The point is that it would look much better with one more low, absolutely. Yeah, this was, for me, in the wave C here, a pretty clear 3-wave move only. So I would like to see one more move up, yeah, one more move down. But let's talk about that. What would be an ideal target for another move down? So in my opinion, the most relevant target would be to take, well, we can measure it by taking the length of the wave A, adding it to the high of the wave B, and we get an 1877 level. That would be an ideal target around the $19 level. Yeah, that's what I would like to see. Now, if we don't see that, what do we do? Because nothing is ever guaranteed in these markets. We can make assumptions. They are often sort of correct, but nothing is always correct. And markets sometimes do what they want, and there are always probabilities. So there is no certainties generally in these markets, and I always try to emphasize this, that there is uncertainty and that you can never be 100% sure. Yeah, just to help a lot of people, because there's a lot of, especially when you come into this place, into this space, if you watch a few videos or whatever, or you read a few articles, you get the impression there is certainty, the prices are going to do this. They're not. It's all about probabilities and identifying low risk, high reward trade setups. Now, with one more low, this for me would be a high reward, low risk setup. Could it fail? Absolutely. But the risk is low because it is very, very close to key support. Key support here in this pattern is the $17.80 level. Below that level, I would even say we scrap the bullish scenario. Therefore, buying in close to that support level is highly attractive because the risk is very low. Because you buy very close to the absolute invalidation point or key support level, and you can set a very tight stop loss. So I'm waiting for that one more low. What happens if it never comes? Am I going to chase this green candle, which happened here? No, of course not. Well, I'm currently giving the bullish scenario a chance. I'm going to observe it, and when we have a confirmed bottom in place, then I'm going to wait for the retracement. I'm going to buy in there. So that's what I do. So either waiting for that new dip and buying in then, or letting wave 1 play out and buying into wave 2. Should we already have seen the bottom? And how is that? How can we make that work? Now at the moment I only see 3 waves to the upside. So we can count this as a, again, at the moment we see a lot of diagonal patterns in the crypto market. So to give it the benefit of the doubt, yeah, let's say we say, all right, maybe the low is really in. There is a chance that we say we had here a wave 1, yeah, from the low, and we came down in a wave. Let me see. 2, and we're now moving up in 3. That might be complete now. It's a 3-wave move. If it's a leading diagonal, that is possible. And we would next come down in 4. So maybe we're doing that right as we speak. And then would move up in 5 next. So I'm at the moment sitting on my hands, waiting for 5 waves to be filled. These 5 waves filled will be wave 1. And then I'm going to wait for this particular wave 2. Yeah, and then I'm going to define a new buy-in area, a new support area in which I will buy in. Because if we make the 5 waves up, it is a good confirmation that the low was in. Then I'm not going to buy the breakout or something. Yeah, I'm going to buy the pullback personally. So that's my strategy here. I'm giving this count a chance, the white count. It's not my favorite count. The favorite count would be another drop. And but you know, if we see a higher high, then I'm just waiting for the next pullback. That's fine. What would be the target for the wave 5? Can we sort of calculate that? Well, first of all, it would be good to calculate a possible retracement area for a wave 4, right? So we've already reached nearly the ideal retracement level for the wave 4 anyway. There would normally be between the 38.2% fib level and the 50% fib level. So all the way down to 25.94. Ideally, we hold the 25.94 level. So let's say, okay, we pull back to that level and then the wave 5 up. What would be a target for the wave 5? So for that, we can take here the length of the wave 1, we go to the low of the wave 2, and then one reasonable level is always the 2.618 fib extension. We'd be looking here at 31.27. So let's say we see that level, roughly in that range, $31, yeah? Then I'd be waiting for the wave 2 pullback. And at the moment, this is speculation because we don't know how high the wave 1 really goes. But let's say we go to that level around about $31, then a pullback should get into the region between 27.80 and 25.58, maybe down to $24. And based on that, you know, I would use the wave 2 to scale in if or only if we see 5 waves complete. At the moment, I'm only seeing 3 waves here. And that's my update about Metis. A very interesting chart. Yeah, certainly one that is worth watching, you know, and again, worth considering for a swing trade, in my opinion, if we have a good risk to reward ratio or reward to risk ratio. Yeah, and that's my update. Hope you liked the update about Metis. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.